Okay, hello everyone. If you're here watching this at a later time, to watch the summons, they will happen in, I don't know. I don't know when they will happen. I've got some resource to clean up real quick, and then we can go ahead and get started. In the meantime, we'll wait for people to come in. We have a lot of summons, because I have roughly around the same amount of orbs on each account. 2,494 on this account, and I think 2,451 on the Japanese account. But I also have a bunch of tickets, and that's what I meant when I said we're gonna go ahead and clean up. Just make sure everything is good on this end for the stream. Hello, Danny, how's it going? Make sure all is good on both ends here, and then we can go ahead and get started. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning up some resources that I kind of left behind. Is the Twitch side not going? Okay, it is. Just double checking. How am I doing? Pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered. You know, it's been a good day. I've been working on a top 10 anniversary characters video, and I wanted to have it done before this, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't know when it'll be done. I'm almost done recording it, but I have some homework I need to catch up on and some other stuff I need to do. So I don't think it'll come out today. I wanted it to come out today, but I'll try to get that done as soon as I can. Latis, hello. Save for 1,000-year Blood Warrior Yoroichi. Listen, that's the reason we're gonna do a bunch of ticket summons first. I'm hoping we can get them from ticket summons first. I really am. I'm gonna do the summons on the anniversary characters either way, just because these characters do kind of matter if you have them. I mean, they all matter if you have them 2 out of 5 or whatever. But these matter a little bit more just because of their EX moves. So I am gonna summon on those at least to step 6, because I think that's when it's cheap and it's guaranteed. Plus, I'm missing quite a bit of the filler stuff, and some of those filler characters are not in the premium pool. So that is the plan. Ahmad, hello. Dude, I got Rookie at step 2 and Ichigo on step 10. I was so happy I had to wake up your girlfriend. Nice. That's what I've been seeing, is a lot of people getting really lucky really quickly. Step 2 is awesome. Roxas, hello. She was not happy, but was she happy for you? I got 3 out of 5 Rukia by step 6 and 2 out of 5 Ichigo. See, people have been getting lucky early. I'm hoping I get them from tickets. The only reason I'm not saving the tickets for the end of the month for round 2 is because that's probably going to be a 1,000-year Blood War character, and those are not in premium tickets, so there's no point in waiting for those. I am gonna pick some stuff up real quick. I did some of this earlier, but I did not finish. Some Kaimon medals. I've been well, Ahmad. I've been well. School's been treating me alright. It's kind of a lot, you know, but it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing I can't deal with. It's almost done too. We've got about a week and a half left, and then I'll have free time for 2 weeks before I have to do it all again, which is just great. But the last semester is supposed to be 3 classes instead of the usual 4 to 5, and 2 of them are supposedly pretty easy, so I'm not terribly worried yet. Step 9, nothing here. Oof, not even. I mean, what'd you get for the other 5 stars? Because there are other. The filler stuff is pretty good too. 13 from this. Good to hear him. I'm very happy after the months of getting shafted and destroyed in every banner. I finally got lucky and got yourself Ichigo step 5 and Rukia step 10. Nice. Yeah, things, well, you guys saw I don't know if all of you saw it, but my Yoroichi summons didn't, I eventually got her. Took a while. How am I doing on BBS tickets? I'll get 1. To make that an even 1260. I don't exactly have the coins to spare on this account. Before I knew it, I was under 1 billion, and then I was under 500 million, and I was like, oh. You still have orbs for round 2? Nice. I'm hoping to still keep orbs. I kind of stopped grinding orbs once I got to this much. I have enough characters to continue if I need to, but I purposely stopped because I didn't want to get too many orbs and be overconfident. Let's get 5 of these. Thank you very much. You recorded on a YouTube channel. Nice. And it's still, you have 2,200 for part 2. Well, there's still enough time to get orbs. I hope. Oh, there's nothing to get from here other than characters, right? I still have all of the Chads, most of the Tatskis, some of the Ichigos, and like 2 of the Aizens to max out if I need orbs. But we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. With that said, with that done, I think I've collected everything I needed to collect. Let me make sure everything's been collected here. I was gonna do the summons on the silver tickets as well, but I'll do that some other time. Just because across 2 accounts, that's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot of summons, and I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. I do also want to eventually do some co-op stuff, but like I said, I have some other stuff I also need to do. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting because I know people like watching the summons. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. But not on this account. On the, let me see. On the accounts that sound you're listening to. The sound you've been listening to right now has been from the JP account. The sound effects have been from the global, but the sounds from the songs have been from the JP. Right. So my initial plan was to stream this last. Oh. My initial plan was to stream this last night. However, the global account just got disconnected. However, one, I got really tired at around 1:30, and I was like, oh, I don't know that I'll have the energy to do this all the way to 2 and then some, because it would be a while. And 2, I don't know why it's wanting me to log into Steam. I am logged into Steam. And 2, connection issues. Historically, not every single anniversary, but most anniversaries have been a problem with connection issues because everyone's trying to log in at the same time. Speaking of connection issues, I don't know what's going on here. It is wanting me to log into Steam, but I'm logged into Steam. This was happening a couple days ago. Let me make sure it's logged in before I... Hold on. I need to make sure this works, otherwise I'm gonna have to keep you guys waiting for longer. I was waiting to see your reaction to the Nissan Kaimon. You must really hate it now. I prefer the other one, just because it required more... Why is it wanting me to log into Steam? I'm already logged into Steam. No connection. Let me see if... Okay, there's a connection now. There has to be. Hold on. It was doing this to me the other day too. But no, the Senkaimon, I do prefer the way it used to be. But what is going on? I am connected to the internet. It's just not letting me sign into Steam. And I'd really rather not do this from my phone like I am on the JP account. But yeah, the Senkaimon, the way it is now, it's cool that it refreshes and you get orbs more frequently. I haven't done the math to see if you get more orbs the other way or this way. I have no idea. But you did get like Senkaimon tickets and all that stuff in the old way. Let me task manager this Steam and then force quit that and see if that works. But yeah, you did get more resources in the previous way. You got more tickets from like BBS tickets. Though something I have noticed is that, am I gonna have to restart my computer? That's gonna be really annoying. Because then I have to end the stream and restart it. 1 second. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I might have to. But yeah, that's that. Is it this maybe? Something that I've noticed in the recent days has been in the events, the little events that they have you run through, the bi-weekly events. Some of them, you know how they have a chance to give you a BBS ticket? Some of them have been giving me 10 BBS tickets, and then some only give me 1, and I think I've seen 3 in there as well. So I think they changed the drop rates of that and the actual drop to sometimes be times 10 BBS tickets. And I don't know when they did that. I don't know if that happened when they switched from Senkaimon, or the Senkaimon to the new Senkaimon. Like I said, I like the way the other Senkaimon did it, and that everything required a bit of strategy. I feel like the one now, it's kind of like not really much of a strategy there. Let me restart my computer, you guys. I am so sorry. But I'm glad this happened before starting the actual summon, because then that would have been an interruption of the actual thing. So I might have to... I used the birthday music to replace the songs. Yeah, the copyright thing. I changed the song right before actually starting the stream for that same reason. I didn't want to have to deal with the copyright thing. Point event's been giving 10 for a while. Never noticed. Never noticed. I should have. Never did. Was it since... Oh, is it the copyright since from last year? In 25 steps, I got 2 out of 5 Ichigos and 5 out of 5 Rukia. Nice. Very nice. 25 steps, too. What did you use your ticket for? That's weird. Is Steam down? Just straight up? Let me Google it real quick. Let's see. Is Steam. Steam is down. Wow. What an unfortunate... What unfortunate timing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hope Steam doesn't stay down for long. And we are gonna summon, because I don't want to have to restart the stream, and it doesn't look like restarting my computer is gonna actually affect anything. So, screw it. We're just gonna summon. I'm not gonna summon on my global until Steam comes back up, because I can't log into it. I don't want to have to connect my phone to it, because I haven't done that with this phone in like 4 years, and I don't know that I'll be able to do that and it work effectively. So I'm just gonna summon on JP and hope that Steam comes back between now and then, and if not, then you'll get another part to this eventually. I don't want to have to do that, but it doesn't seem like it's giving me much of a choice. So I'm gonna do... Well, the JP has always been from my phone, and that's the one I'm gonna do first. The global has been from Steam, and I can do it from my phone, but I'd have to mirror it, and I'd have to find a way to do that, and then I'd have to find a way to completely mute all notifications. That way if people text me or I get notifications, it doesn't pop up on screen. So we'll see, and we'll hope that Steam does not stay down for too much longer. If it does, then you'll get a second part to this. So we're not gonna do pick a 6-star, because I always say that for the end of August. That's when that expires, and that's when I get to know exactly what I'm gonna want to pick, because that's, you know, who knows what we'll pick, who we'll pull between now and then. As for the slight lag you'll see on this account, I tried to correct that yesterday, because it's been, the JP account always lags a little bit because it's connecting through Wi-Fi. It's not through like a mini HDMI or anything like that. And I tried to log into the iPad, which I do have a mini HDMI cord for, and it just said no. It was just like, I got the game downloaded and everything, but the game was just like, no, you can't log into this. No other reason, just no. And so I'm stuck with it on this phone until I can figure out how to put it somewhere else. All right, here we go. I don't think I have. Okay, I don't think I have auto selling on, which is probably good because I've been running low on characters, but we'll see. Okay. Anything new? Okay, Holly Bell is new. Nice, that's 125 orbs. Kenny, alright. I don't think I have the 9th anniversary Kenny on this account. I have Grammy. I have Kenny on the other account. I don't think I ever got him on this one. I cannot believe Steam went down. That is such unfortunate timing. Okay, it's the newer one, but they're both not great. Okay. Love me now. I got 7 of them in 7. I got both of them in 7 multis. Nice. Tsukushima, my favorite Fullbringer. They showed the 10th anniversary characters in the photo print campaign ad only for them not to be on the ticket? Or for like the photo campaign ticket, I guess? Because they are in BBS tickets, right? I've heard people pull them already from BBS tickets and all that stuff. Plus, I got like 6-star tickets and like 5-star tickets you get from the dupe stuff. And I can't read it in Japanese. I can read some of it, but I can't read most of it. So it's not like I'll know. I was about to say that's Ryuka. You pulled him from nice. Higarichi, nice. I suspect I'm gonna get at least one of them from tickets. I don't know from which account, and I don't know from which ticket. But that's my suspicion. They won't be in the photo print. Wow. Oh, I thought that that was no 5-star off of those 100. They won't be in the photo shoots. Oh, log in for 7 days. I never thought they were. And I know that they were in the ad campaign. I just never expected them to be. I thought, oh, they're just using that to promote. That's the second times 100 we only get one in. Let's check Steam. Nemu. I feel like Nemu is a character we don't get enough of. Like, we have that one, which is the base one. And then we have the manga one, and that's it. All the other ones are seasonal. And like, she's a lieutenant. You'd think we'd see more of her. Oh, is it really not gonna let me summon more? Wait, no, that's not right. Is it? Does it not let you summon more than a set amount? That would suck. Does it not let you go over a certain amount of extra? If so, then I'll set it to auto sell again. And we'll just keep summoning after I get through a few of these. Let's get rid of that. Ukiya spin fit. Okay, how's it going? No, hasn't. Same with Asane. Same with Asane. Though Asane, we've gotten 2 for sure, but none of them have been manga, right?
I'm so used to doing that. That's not what I meant to do. There you go. I can keep going? I might have to use my phone to translate what it said then. Because for some reason it didn't let me. Okay. Let's try again. And let's set auto sell on for 4 stars. Okay, I have to read what that says. We have a seasonal 1000-year Blood War version of Sonnet, but that's it. A seasonal 1000-year Blood War version of the... Yeah, that's true. Which is, in my opinion, the best Asana has ever looked. I really like... Because in every other image of her you see, she's always so worried and stuff. Yeah, it says can't own any more characters, break through limits of your characters or sell them. I hit the limit. Alright. That's funny. I've never seen that. I've never. That must be a new thing because I've never encountered that, and I've definitely summoned more than that before. Tsukushima, you were new. Notice. That's good to know, though. That's good to know that I can't go past. It must be like past 500 past of what you have. Is the only thing that I think would make sense, which would be why I can't keep going now. So if I cut it down some more here, and maybe we'll do one more 5-star this way or 6-star. Really, really clear the path here. Mohammed, hello. For you, Steam works. So let me double check Steam then again, and then see if it's back to working order. Oh, Steam's back up. Okay, cool. Thank you for the heads up. I went ahead and started the game up again. In the meantime, let me fix this. I don't know. I think it just went down for a little bit. Oh, it's both of them saying it. That's really cool. Okay, and don't worry, the music won't double up. I specifically muted the music on the global version of the game to avoid that. Alright, let me go ahead and finish this up. I'll go ahead and set them to auto sale. That way this shouldn't happen again on this account, and I will make sure it doesn't happen on global. I'll set them to auto sell, which is a shame because that's where I really need to not sell them. Is global. Assuming the cap is 500 past what you currently have. Unless they straight up set a limit, oh, you can't summon a certain amount of characters per day, which would be a nightmare. Okay, auto sell is on. All right, that's 10. That's a times 10. That's a 5-star anyway. I guess we'll sit it out. I definitely don't have that. I think I skipped that banner. Did I? No, I summoned on the banner. I just didn't get him. Yes, that's great. That's awesome. That is definitely a new character. Is every Tuesday or something? Let's see. So I mean, it is Tuesday. That would make sense. That is awesome. And it's a 2-in-1 on a times 10. That is so rare. Nice. I love the tag team. That was really lucky times 10. A really lucky times 10. Let me see. Whoops. There we go. I saw 8 people getting that Byakuya from tickets today, including you. You know what I mean? That's great. Okay, we shouldn't have that problem again for the rest of the stream since I have it auto sell, and I doubt we'll get more than 70 characters, 5 stars. Although if we do, it's a problem for a different reason. I've just never seen that before. Tenza, okay. Aroniero. Yep. Can you believe we got 2 on that multi and then 2 on the ×10? That's why, like, I'm not super sure that the way to summon for the BBS tickets isn't just 10 at a time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's something there. I feel like you would get more doing 10 × 10 rather than doing 100. And there's nothing to back that up. That's also very nice. I think he might be new on this account. We'll see. That's Gin. The original Gin. Toshiro? Yep. 100% agree. Did it ×10, 4 times, got no 5 stars. Okay, then it might just be luck then. It might just be luck. Because I've definitely gotten way back in the day, I've definitely gotten like 3-in-1s ×10. But I've also gotten like ×100, I've gotten like 7 or 8, you know? Okay. I think these are still dupe. Okay. So far, pretty good. A lot of dupes, which is fine. But that new Byakuya, new Tsukishima, new Halibel. I pulled a new Ichigo off of 1600 BBS tickets, and I was glad I ended up going to step 25 and got anniversary. You still went to 25 after getting them? I guess this is a good... It is a good, I'm not specifically interested in it, but it is a good call from them to add another reason why you would want to get a character more than once. Like, it already gives you, a stronger special. It gives you the ability to increase the stats. And if you get 5 of them, you can increase 1 stat by a lot. But this is just one more reason why you might wanna do that. And it's not necessarily a second link, even though it is. I think I would have preferred them to still have 2 regular links rather than what they did. I understand why they did it. It gives them a little bit more wiggle room to play around with when they eventually get resurrected. And it makes them special, It makes them a special character. And you can't really abuse it since you can only have 1 EX, since EX ability linked, since it's specifically in the top slot of the link. How many is that? How many 5 stars is this? Multi, what is this? Okay, just 3. I might have been confusing with you. You've been saving for 3 months, so I had like 14,000 orbs. I assume orbs. It just says 14,000. So I still got 9,000 for part 2. Oh, you'll be fine then. You'll be fine, asterisk. Because you never know. I wonder who that is. Wonder Wise. I've definitely seen more than 10,000 and not get the character you want. Ask Gecko. I don't know if he's still here right now. But wow, that was an OG Soifun. Gecko for the second version of the swimsuit. That's the second time we get that character. The second version of the swimsuit Nemu went. I think didn't get her until it was like it was like 11,000 orbs or something like that. It was a lot of orbs.
think. I know he had more than 10,000 orbs saved, and I'm pretty sure he went over 10,000 to get her. And it was the individual banner too. New swimsuit Yoroichi took you like 7 or 8. That wow. Honestly, same. But in my case, it was over 2 accounts. Back to back Ichigos. Nice, another Soifun. I really miss Gecko's top 10s. Oh, dude, me too. Every now and then they'd pop up and they'd be golden every time. It's true the BBS RNG can screw you over big time. Yep. And sometimes it can happen like this. What is this? 5-star number 5? Yeah, two of the new Ichigos. Okay, well, not the new Ichigos, but a new Ichigo. You got Ichigo 2 out of 5, Rukia 5 out of 5. Nice. Gremmy in steps 13. I think it did pretty good. For my side account, I think it did pretty good. Oh, for the side account. That's, yeah. I'm missing Gremmy on, not on this account. I'm missing Kenny on this account. Gremmy on Global. Wow. Really old Noitora. I remember some of these banners. Like, I remember that banner coming out. I remember where I was. That was a long time ago, you guys. That was like... This is like my 5th apartment in Austin. Whoa. Trippy. This is like my 5th or 6th apartment in Austin. And this was pre that, before I had to move back to with my parents. Before that, I was living in a different apartment. That was... I started playing this game back when I first started living on my own. Man, that was... I remember because I would play... I would have the game autoing in my pocket while I worked at the paint store. Because you can just auto, I'm like, okay, just auto grind the Frenzy Byakuya quest. I remember that. I remember having to summon the Parasol banner, the original Parasol banner with Shunsui, Nanao, and Jushiro. I summoned that in the bathroom of that of the paint shop. There was one time when I lived at that apartment, Francisco, who some of you may remember, most of you probably won't. He was my roommate there at the time. He worked at the internet company that we had. But he kind of just left there and didn't tell them. But we still were having free internet because he was technically an employee. And then he left our apartment. Like he stopped being a roommate. He moved back with his parents. But because he still technically worked there, we were still getting internet. And so we had free internet for a while. Eventually they took it away. And I was like, uh-oh, I can't log in. So I had to drive to the nearest Walmart just to get Wi-Fi on my at the time, iPod Touch. I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't have a smartphone. I had an iPod Touch. That's where I played this. And I remember having to take my iPod Touch to the Walmart in order to log in. And that's where I got White Day Kenny, because that was around that time that banner was out. Okay, so pretty good luck on those tickets. I have 700 of these. These tickets right here are the ones that can give you seasonal characters and manga characters that are resurrected. So who knows, maybe we might get something we don't have. I started watching from the 2nd anniversary. Wow. I think I was living there at the time too. I think. No. I don't think I was living there anymore.
Trick or treat.
But it was like right after I left there. The other funny thing that happened with this is that my oldest sister got married on the day, I think it was my oldest sister. One of my sisters got married on the day that the White Day banner dropped. On the day that a White Day banner dropped. I think it was the Cacao Society. But I was coincidentally wearing fancy clothes in my summon video of the White Day banner. And I think I specifically oh, that Mayuri is new, nice. I specifically mentioned on there, this is not a bit.
My sister's getting married. I'm about to go to the ceremony. I just wanted to summon before the light, but I was just coincidentally dressed in fancy clothing. They should bring back special backgrounds to do Quincy and captains. They should bring back quite a few things, I think. Crazy how many things in our lives since starting BBS. I know, I was thinking about that last night. Like I said, I've lived in like 7 or 8 different places, apartments / places, since the game started. Like the original apartment, my house, the apartment downtown, the apartment not so downtown but downtown, right up the road, 2 other places, and then back here. Summoning on a banner wearing fancy clothes afterwards going to use. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I remember thinking this lines up perfectly with White Day banner. Remember when Kid did a live stream every Wednesday? Yes, I do. I don't know why they stopped. They stopped roughly around the time when they accidentally leaked the nice. I think he's a dupe. When they accidentally leaked the second version of manga Yama. I want to say I don't think that's what did it, but they stopped shortly after. I also remember, I don't know that the current employees know who I am, but it was really cool back in the day when I was doing this a lot more actively to like hop on the chat there, and some of them did know who I was, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. The people who work for this company have heard of me, and I thought that was really, really cool. That was like one of the coolest things ever. Good times. Alex, I think, was the other girl's name. Oh. There's something I really wish they did with that Aizen. I don't know that I have that second one. They really need to decrease that charge move. It's a great move. But man, does the charge really, really hold it back. That's a lot of manga characters from this. You miss Alex translating the Bankai livestream? I miss being able to have the energy to... I mean, I can still... Siphon is new. I can still stay up for the Bankai live streams. I just, like, I have the... I can do it and be energetic and do all that, but I know I'll feel it in the morning, and because a lot of, like... I also have class, I know if I go to school tired, I'm just gonna miss a lot of stuff. And I can't afford to do that right now. Anyone know what happened to Game Productions? I left BBS YouTube scene while they disappeared. I don't think I ever talked to them personally. I remember hearing somebody said that one of them had a kid and then they stopped. I don't know if that's true. No idea. Like I said, I don't think I ever interacted with them. I didn't interact much with a bunch of the BBS YouTubers. I did with some more than others, but like not a lot. Now I can't really say why. I just didn't talk, I guess. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm not really a talkative, I don't know. And like I said, some more than others. Like Endless and I had a really good friendship. That was awesome. We played a lot of games, even off stream. Spite and I did play a lot of games, and even like even when we were playing other games, he would sometimes just join, and that was pretty cool. David exclusives still every now and then I'll show up on his live stream and stuff, but I think that's it. I didn't really interact with many people. I did do some collabs with other people, but it wasn't like a lot. It's so weird here. That's Yoroichi. That's not the new one. That couldn't be the new one. Oh, nice. The Aizen was new. The Aizen is good. I remember he was like one of he came out in a very, very short window of the game.
when they decided to give characters that had flurry good killers, and when they had a high bruiser. So he has an 80% bruiser and a normal attack damage of 20%. I don't know if that went up when he got resurrected. But he came out in that small window when they didn't give them flurry, and I thought him and Can't Fear Your Own World Nell. I used regretting these visions to be on resurrected Nelliel and Stark. Nice. Very nice. I really wish they gave that Nell flurry. Don't know if I talked about it, but what extra skills should they have? Are you talking about the new characters? I don't know. Well, I would say full stamina damage for Ichigo. But the problem is, and I talked about this in the top 10, they gave him full stamina damage abilities, including full stamina damage at 50, which is awesome. Nice. I didn't have that Hanato either. Both characters in that banner were missing. I did not know that. But yeah, including full stamina damage at 50 and full stamina strong attack recharge at 6. But they didn't give him a way to heal himself. Like, he has no way to heal himself. If he gets damaged even 1 from like a weakened enemy or something, he just loses 50% full stamina and 6% recharge. And I don't know why they did that. It's confusing to me why they did that. Like, they've done it to some other characters, but they have like the stamina recovery at 20%. And I guess you can give him that ability as well, and have, you know, give him a way to recover health. But I don't know, they could have given him like paralysis plus, but regular drain. You know? I don't know why they did that. It was very, very bizarre. You can give him, it depends on what you want. If you want damage, full stamina damage. If you want speed, hit hidden enemies, which I don't think he has. I'll have to check. I don't believe he has it. He has sharpshooter and he has poise break, but I don't think he has hidden enemies. And that's really good for autoing stuff. And just in general, because you can just hit hidden enemies. You don't have to wait for them to slow you down. Do I have any more? I might have 5 more for those. Yeah, I have 5 more for those. For Rukia, I mean, you also can never go wrong with damage to paralyzed / frozen enemies up 20%. You know, and a similar thing goes to Rukia for that. Do you want to pull Ichigo more, or do you want to pull Rukia? I want to pull Rukia more. I do think Rukia is the better character. I wish they gave Nell guard break instead of, at least she would be a monster fight. And she was really good, I mean, with high enough stats, right? Anyone is, but she was really good auto-wear because you could just... all of her attacks lunged her, so she was slightly quicker than everybody else, so she had better range. Yoruichi's best. Yoruichi is life. Let's see here. Unfortunately, in auto, they might be very dependable because they lack the auto regen. And like I said, in auto, Ichigo specifically does not have a way to heal himself. So he loses that really, really quickly. Ichigo's paralysis is weird. I think weakening and drain would have been better. It's very bizarre to me that they only had 1 ailment each. Some of these characters who have not been 5 out of 5 are gonna get 5 out of 5. Wow, these are old characters. One of them is meh, but the others are really old. Okay. Guys, I have a lot of these to go through. Oh, I should have done these before the gold ones. Drain, goaded element. I still think the best ailment is weakening. Weakening does so much for you. It makes their attack deal 1 damage. It makes them take more damage because it debuffs their defense. That's an old character as well. Laceration is also really cool because it makes it so they can't use their moves and they take damage over time. But Laceration's a double-edged sword because it makes it so that if you're fighting a boss, I guess I should say it's a double-edged sword, because it makes it so that if you get them below half health toward when they would use their special, and there's so many moves that you can use to get them below half health away from you or push them back, but then they have enough time to get back to you, and then the laceration ends, and then they can use their special, and then they have a higher chance to hit you. So it's a double-edged sword. It's still really, good to have, just because it's, extra damage, and it does keep them from using their abilities if you're nearly done taking them out. Plus, laceration, the bonus damage ability for laceration is 40%, whereas all the other ones are. Most of the other ones are 20. Like damage to weakened enemies, the extra ability you can give them is 20. Damage to burning enemies is 20. Frozen is 20. Paralysis is 20. Laceration is 40. Damage to laceration is 40. Damage to confusion is also 40. Damage to drain, I feel like it should have been 40, but I'm pretty sure it's 20. Dominate makes enemy. Dominate, I think, is also 40. Well, no, it's not. It's 40 on. It's 100 on the characters who have it, but I don't think it's an ability you can get yet. Dominate makes attacks themselves and not hit you. That is true. Dominates. I kept forgetting. I forgot about Dominate. I did see the Pokemon Presents. I watched that this morning, and I was left a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting. I wasn't necessarily expecting a Gen 10 reveal. I was hoping for it, but nothing about their hype level or anything like that made me think that they were gonna announce one. What they did announce after the Pokemon Presents that did make me excited, and the thing about the Pokemon stuff that came out today that made me the most excited out of anything that they showed or anything, was that they're doing a Switch 2 bundle with Pokemon Legends CA. And I have been looking for a Switch for the last 2 weeks, unable to find one. Had a lead on one 2 days ago, and I was like, I'm gonna wait for the Pokemon Presents just in case they announce a bundle. And they did. And so I get to save some money and get that one instead. Okay. And then one for good measure. I've done step 5, got Grammy on step 2, and Shinji in step 5. Grammy's still excellent character. The Dragonite Mega looks so bad. I wasn't a fan, but then again, I've never really been a fan of Dragonite's look. I think it looks goofy. Especially when it comes from Dratini than Dragonair. I feel like they could have done something way cooler with Dragonite. Especially since it has that cool name. Alright. We have so many. We're not even halfway done, you guys. Like, we're mostly done with the tickets. But then we have another account with the exact same amount of tickets. Not the exact same amount, but roughly around the same. No? I wish I like Mashiro more. I really do. I don't care for Mashiro. I do like the hand-to-hand characters, but I feel like the Mashiros that we have they're not there yet. They're not, like, the first one is really old, and you can tell it's really old, so it plays like it's really old. The past version of Mashiro, which is the one you're looking at there, is also really old, but she plays like a newer character. The problem is she's an infinite. She came out at the time when they were doing a lot of infinite boost characters. And I don't like infinite boost characters. Like with the strong attacking infinite boost characters idea. Like, I don't mind if they have a strong attack recharge and a high attack, but a high SP just makes it towards one less attack you can use frequently. It is cool that they're infinitely boosted, but at the cost of one strong attack, it's not worth it. The only exception, I think, in my, like, just for me, is Flyzen. And that's because he has, like, a plus... He has stuff that makes his normal attack usable.
At the time, he had like a plus 40 bruiser and the boost move. And really good range on the attacks. Now I think he still has that plus 40, but he also has like a full stamina, which also increases the damage. You were new. 15 steps, 3 characters so far. One gave you 50 orbs. Nice. I'm not gonna do, by the way, I'm not gonna do all of, like, there's some of these that have like 55. I'm not gonna do those because I don't want to have to subject you guys to that. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff that's not gonna go anywhere. That's a lot of like Senkaimon or Frenzy characters. I think those were Frenzy character tickets, but there's the Senkaimon ones as well. Yummy. Come on, Yuge. I wish there was a way to consolidate all these 5-star tickets. They're technically different titles because they're from different events. So. Yakuya. I don't think I've done a ticket summons. Like, there's only 2 times that I do them, and that's the end of the year and the anniversary. But I don't know that I've done. I don't know that I did one at the end of last year. I don't remember doing it. I could have. Holly Bell. We have so many of that specific version of Holly Bell. And like, I get it. Just because she's a popular character and there's only so much of like... But like, we've seen her in multiple different... We finally eventually got a pre-resurrected one. But we've also seen her pre-Arankar. Which I think we can still have a chance to get as well. Yeah, I don't think the Steam logged me out on the other one. Let me make sure. Oh, it did. There was an error. An unknown error occurred. I should have just waited for this. Komamura. Luckily, you guys don't have to sit through this. I can just log in. Steam is fully up now. Okay, so I shouldn't have that problem again. But we'll see. What event number are we on? That was like 129, the ticket. Okay. A lot of dupes. Which is fine. There's been, especially for these hollow characters, like, with the hollow Senkaimon, I struggled, not for this one, but for some of the other ones. I did it on time this time, but in the last round of the Hollow Senkaimon ones, I was like in the last hour grinding away because I didn't know it was the last day, and it was the last hour, and I had to. I don't think I beat the last the last level from all 3 of the Hollow ones. I didn't beat it on this account. I don't think you can pull them from event tickets because the pool is only from when the events got released. I can still get new characters though. It is good to know though. Did I hit the limit again? Whoops. Kuro, none. None yet so far. I haven't summoned it yet, though. It's been tickets. Let's do Byakuya. Sorry, crossfire. Somebody. Oh, no worries. I speak Spanish. That's why I answered it. Yeah, no, none. I've done tickets so far. I haven't done the banner yet. I did pull this Byakuya from the tickets though, and that's been really good. Let's get all those in there. How do you not prioritize the Are you kidding me? It doesn't prioritize Byakuya? That is insane to me. That's crazy. That is I would have figured it would prioritize the character that it is first. Let's do Yama. I don't like looking at this Yama's character card because it reminds me of the Silver Star Yama, and I get paranoid that I might accidentally sell them. Let's not do these actually. Let's do this. Those, and then I can do those Yamas. I guess I underestimated how many 5 stars I would get. How many more of these do I have? You were in Spanish mode a few minutes ago. No worries. I get it. I'm gonna say that you get Ruki on the tickets and Ichigo early banner. Well, let's find out. I already ran through all my BBS tickets on one account. Let me see if I have anybody else I can super easily squeeze in real quick with a bunch of 3 stars. I don't think I do. No, I have to, right? I have that Aizen. I pulled that. Oh, and I pulled Soifon. We'll see, though. We'll see. I've been seeing people get really lucky early on this banner. Okay. Do it. Okay. Back at it. Back at the summon grindstone. I'm excited to not look down anymore. I'm tired of looking down at the phone screen. Because like I said, the JP is running off of this. Like you can see on the camera. It's the exact same thing, it's just mirrored. Whereas the global is the actual Steam account. That's why you see a little bit of a visual glitch. I was blessed I got Ruki on 1000 BBS ticket. Wow, nice BBS tickets, and then got Ichigo in step 5. I'm stopping there, even though you want masquerade. That's a good place to stop. Is step 6 cheap? You went from 7 to 10 and got another Ichigo on 9th. Nice. What'd you get on 10? If they were trying hard to drain her orbs in part 2, this must be. I'm excited to see what happens on round 2. I'm really hoping. I know it won't be. I feel like it's too soon and it's too hyped. I don't think it will be. But I'm really hoping for 1000 Year Blood War Yoroichi and Kisuke. And because these characters got. And this doesn't really have anything to do with it. Because we've gotten characters that have weakening, all 3 characters have weakening or whatever, but I'm hoping that because these characters are paralysis and freeze, the others will have weakening. Even though you can't have Yoroichi and not give her paralysis. Not an official one anyway. Can't you try to put GP emulator on the PC? Might be easier for you. I know a while ago, I don't know that they still do, but a while ago they cracked down on emulator stuff. And so I don't want to risk it, especially since I've had this account for like over 9 years. I'm sure there is a way. I know I can get an Android emulator. I get an Android emulator and do it that way. I was really hoping to be, because I can do it from the. I was hoping. I got an iPad, right?
and I can connect the iPad to the computer through HDMI. I wouldn't have this problem, these little laggy problems there. Problem is, I can't connect the account to that. I don't know why. I do not know why it doesn't let me connect my KLab account to that. I can log in, it just says authentication failed, and then it just doesn't let me. And that's what I was banking on last night when I was trying to fix it so I can do this today, but it just said no. No reason, just authentication failed. You are logged in, but authentication failed. It's still way too early for... Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I was saying it was a bit much of a hope. I can't look at this Grimmjow and not laugh. He's just dressed as Tony the Tiger. The strength last Moon Ichigo. Muget. I can see Yoroichi, however, the Yoroichi is going to be the end of the year, so it's going to be her. That's true. That's true. And it doesn't have to be their Bankai states. Like, we've seen other manga characters. We've gotten a Byakuya and Toshiro before their, before they got their Bankai back, before the whole, you know, we've gotten different versions of those. I wouldn't mind the Yoroichi and Kisuke that weren't, like, ideally, if it were up to me, we'd get a, specifically Yoroichi, that was before her transformation and then after, when she's, like, Lightning Cat. But I know that's a lot to ask for. Alright. I don't remember what these are. Oh, this is just a pick-up. Ooh, nice! You know what? I was gonna say I might save these. I don't have a reason to. I already have that Aizen at 5 out of 5. He would be the choice. Uryu. No, not Uryu. One, I think I have him 5 out of 5, and 2, he's a premium character, whereas Halibos is a seasonal character, so let's do that. I would wait if I was missing any of these, but I'm not. So I might as well just do it. I want more Yoroichi forms? Same. Bernardo, hello! Part 2 might be Uryu Renji. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. You get all of the Karakura people. Not Karakura, the squad. The main squad, which includes Renji, even though he's not. We're nearing the end of the tickets and approaching. Oh, nice. I am missing one here. Let me see who else. Okay, Ikaku it is. For the Yoroichi before transformation, when she uses her Thunder Shunko, I want the picture to be the crazy eyes Yoroichi. What else can they do? Let me think. Because I hope it's not a Quincy banner. I think it might be a Quincy banner. I hope it's not. Nothing against them. I think it'd be cooler to be a Soul Reaper banner. Or a mix of the two, you know. Alright, these are 6 stars. There have been times in anniversaries past where I've gotten the anniversary character as a 6-star and then didn't get him as a 5-star until like months or years later. Speaking of Yoroichi, I think he's new. I really want part 2 to be Bankai Shunsui and Yabaro. Ooh, Bankai Shunsui would be really cool. That's one. He's my favorite captain. I would not mind that at all. That would be cool. That would be cool. I'd be all for that. Maybe him, the Yabaro, and Nanao. A good Nanao. Did we get a second 1,000-Year Blood War Nanao? I don't think we did, right? I was looking through characters earlier. I was going through like the album of characters that I have and don't have. And then I saw the Full Hollow Ichigo that came out a couple months ago. And I was like, when did this guy come out? I saw him and he just escaped me from my mind. I was like, I have never seen this character before. I've never seen this character before. Who else did he come out with? And then I was looking through it to see who else he came out with. and it was Ukiura, and then it came to me. I was like, oh right, there was an Ukiura Ichigo banner not that long ago. Completely skipped my mind. Even after seeing the Ichigo, I was like, I've never seen this character before. Don't know what happened to my brain there. PV. Oh, that's right. We're probably gonna get a PvP character. That's a shame. I mean, that's fine. I hope it's not a character that I really want. I hope it's a character I don't care about. That's Ikaku. Ikaku the Bankayar. That's the case. The one that makes sense of PvP is the Baroque's community football. If it's those three and one of them had to be PvP, I would want it to be him. Because he would be the one I'd be least excited for. Let Nanao be PvP character. No! How dare you, sir? I like Nanao a lot. Okay. We're not gonna go through all these 5-star tickets. We're gonna skip those. We're gonna do this one. And I think those are... I think the other 6-star... The other 5-star tickets might be the pick a 5-star from the Senkaimon characters, which we are gonna skip, because I don't want to waste your time with that. The risky thing would be... You know what would be cool? What I wouldn't be opposed to? Kukaku. We get a 1000-year Blood War Kukaku. That would be awesome. I wouldn't mind her being a PvP character either. She strikes me as the PvP kind of character. I wouldn't want her to be, but it wouldn't surprise me. We know who it is for part 2. The PvP unit is rumored to be the least popular character of the 3. I haven't heard any rumors from any of that. Is this what I think it is? Let me see. I want to skip it if it is, but if it's not, then... Unless she comes with a 90% dodge. Bring back dodge rate? Can you imagine? Okay, it is what I think it is. I'm just gonna have to pick one. Any, mini, miny, this one. At some point, I'm gonna have to go through these and just do it. Alright, so that's that. That's those the same. That's that. Anniversary Tower. I want to say it's the same thing. That's the same thing. Tower. I'm pretty sure these are the same. Let me see. I might be wrong on this one. No, I'm not. Never mind. Okay, so skip those. And then we'll do these. Yeah, we'll do these, and then we'll move on to the actual summon. I typically like to go for manga or seasonal characters, but none of these fit the bill. We did get a lot of Yamis and Ryukas. I don't know if any of these were these. I know we got Sajin. I don't remember seeing that Grimjow, and I'm surprised. Skip. I'm gonna have to check my 5-stars and do that. I am gonna do this one though, because these are seasonals, and I know I got some of these already, including those two. I'm just gonna have to do these. The ones that I'm not sure about, I'll do them separately because I don't want to waste your time. I did not get that Momo in any account. I know I got that Ryuka in one, and I didn't get the Shinji. Yeah, I might just wait and do these by myself. Except for this one, because there's only one choice. Ooh, the Fullbringers. 1000-year Blood War Fullbringers again, huh? I like Tsukishima a lot. I would not want him to be at the end of another character. Good luck, thank you. Around the yeah, they announced it a few days before, so the 28th probably. Leaks might be tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, if there's a leak, there's a leak. I mean, I know it's hard to quit in Japan, but
Come on, intern Kun. Alright guys, moment of truth. Here we go. Making sure there's nothing else I want to do here. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Nothing from tickets, at least from this account. I hope you pull a 5 out of 5 Rukia and 2 out of 5 Ichigo on both your accounts. Thank you, thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I feel like getting Rukia dupes would be better than getting Ichigo dupes. It's easier to increase your strong attacks with accessories and links than it is your SP boost. There are some links that do it, but it's just better. Not looking good so far. But again, I'm not gonna go super deep into this banner. They are premium characters, and I know how this goes. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not super concerned even if I don't get anything. I do really want the dupes though, because I am missing some of them.
照らし守るこれが今の俺の力だ
Alright, that is 1 out of 2. Technically 1 out of 10 because ideally you want 5 out of 5, but I'm not gonna go too far. I'm not gonna try to get dupes on this. I'm just gonna wait for the dupes to come naturally. When we really have to be worried is gonna be when the manga characters have the EX move. But we have 1. Nice. Nice. Who knows? What if we can get Ruki as well? Okay, no. That's great. Okay, I don't think they've been leaked. I think we would know if it's been leaked. That's awesome, though. That's so cool, too, because, like... Yeah, his hair goes white. That is so... cool and unexpected. Because you would think it'd go black because of Mugetsu. But it goes white, and that looks really cool. Really cool. You also can't tell if that's, like... It looks like fire, but it isn't fire. And his sword is so cool, too. And look at the oh, that's the horn from... That's cool. His shoulder guards are so cool. That's the horn from the hollow. And that looks sort of like the hilt from his sword. That's cool. I'll have to take a look at Rukia's if I get her. He does thorough for strong attacks. Dude, his normal attacks are insane to me. His normal attacks are just instant. And I know he's not the first character we have that are instant, but it's so wide. Yeah, I guess the whole white part is true. That is Retsu. Who I don't mind having dupes of. She's a really, really strong character. Though ideally I would have gotten a dupe, filler that I didn't have. Alright, guaranteed, and I want to say the next one is cheap? Okay, I'll take Shinji. I recently got him. I don't remember if... I don't think it was in this one, but we'll see. Okay, it wasn't in this one. That's good. That's new. That's anything new is good. And is it cheap? It is cheap. All right, last step on this one, then we're moving on. And we're gonna do this again because I have a lot of tickets on the other account. I think I had slightly more on this one, but I do still have a lot. Also, 5 stars out of the cheap ones are really nice to get when you get them. Okay, now we can move on to finally move on to the other account. Let me go ahead and disconnect this one real quick. Let me do that. And I don't want to kill your guys' ears, so let me try to do this as smoothly as I can. Okay, I think the audio from this one is a bit quieter. But let me turn off screen sharing. My phone is extremely hot. That is really hot. I'm gonna have to set that down. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let me go turn on a fan. Okay. Okay. Now it's a little bit easier because now I can look up instead of having to look down at my phone. Let me actually put these on. I don't want to accidentally get the... There we go. I don't want the microphone to have to pick up on them too. Okay, we're doing this again, you guys. So many more. We're gonna start off with the free one, because why not? I know who the PvP character is going to be, unless I don't want there to be a PvP character. I know there has to be, and I know there will be. I just really don't want there to be. And that's just a selfish thing. I don't do PvP. That said, no, that's not even a PvP character. I was gonna say, that said, my most recent Senkaimon run, I ran it with 2 high attackers, which I never do. I rarely do even 1 high attacker. This last one I did it with 2, and really well. It worked really well. But there were also flurry characters for made for guild quests, so it doesn't count. They're not PvP characters. You can use them for PvP, but not what they're meant for. Right, let me auto sell 4 and lower. I don't want to auto sell because I need the characters, but I don't want to run into that problem again. We've seen a lot of Aizen fake outs today. That it'll never happen, just because it's gonna be a manga character, or it's gonna be a 1000-Year Blood War character. But that would be an awesome end of the month character. I want another white Zangetsu. Just as Yukioka Series Central. I need coins. No, if I need fodder, I just summon with the silver tickets. I have so many. So many silver tickets. It used to be fun to do a live stream with just silver tickets, but the times 100 makes that live streaming, like, I used to be able to do like a 2-hour live stream and cut through like half the tickets, and that was a lot of fun. But now you can get through all of them in like half an hour maybe. Also, manga character, not manga character, anniversary character from tickets, nice. You need another account maintenance? I do. I really do. I recently did it too. I recently went and combined and sold all the extra 5-star characters I had. And all that's out the window because I just got a lot more on JP. I'll have to do it again. Another wrong Ichigo, right? Yeah, no, I recently did all that, and I'll have to do it again. Which I don't mind. It takes a while, but it's like, it's the kind of busy work that's relaxing to me. Like, I'll have something on in the background, and I'll just be sorting characters and combining them and merging them. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of coin. I got nothing from that 100, wow. I'm gonna have to do a lot of coin grinding. I also want to do an a co-op live stream again, but I have classes. My school is ending in like a week and a half, and it's about to enter crunch time, which is unfortunate because that's when a lot of this co-op and anniversary stuff's gonna happen. But I'm hoping to be able to have most of that stuff done before the event ends.
I'll definitely have it done by the round 2 of Anniversary. I'm looking forward to it. But the 30th is when my summer semester ends, and the last day of the month is the 31st. So I'll have a little bit of free time there. White Zangetsu having one unit and Mass White having only one. Yeah, I agree. It was as criminal, not as criminal, I guess. I was gonna say it was as criminal as only having one visored Ichigo, but that one was even more criminal because that's wild that we had one for years. But it is messed up. We definitely need another, especially since we have like 3 Tenzas. We have the OG Tech one, the Mine one, and the Blue one. And we didn't really see him fight. Did we? When did they come? I thought they combined like immediately and then they fought, right? It's been a while. I need another White Zangetsu and Truthful. The thing I'm afraid of is that when they that's another times 100 that didn't give anything. Ouch. The thing that scares me about another White Zangetsu is that they'll make him ranged, and that's not the kind of character you can have ranged. Still waiting. Oh, I'm still waiting for the full bring Ichigo. Yeah, that's another one. They just never made a full bring Ichigo, which is crazy to me. And it's the kind of thing that would be completely unexpected. If they did it for end of the month for anniversary. It would be overpowered, because it always is at the end of the month and anniversary. It would be completely unexpected. I don't think people would be happy with it. I think people would be like, this is cool that we get him, but we were expecting something big for the 10th year end of the month anniversary. But who knows? It might be awesome. What if it's 3 Ichigos again, and it's all 3 stages of the full bring? That I wouldn't be opposed of. That would make sense. And you wouldn't have to do Ichigo again for a while. It's been so long. I remember watching all your top 10 videos around 2nd anniversary. Now we're in the 10th. And I want to graduate college. Dude, same! It took me a lot longer to get through college. But same! Now, I wish he was better. That's such a cool line from Ichigo. And it's the original. The all-rounder. The classic. They need to do those, like, they started doing all the Zanpakuto again, and then they did like 3 and then stopped. Speaking of Tenza. The only one they keep bringing back is Tenza. I'm surprised we haven't gotten an Old Man Zangetsu in a while either. That would be a cool banner as well. A white Ichigo, Old Man Zangetsu, and then white Zangetsu banner. Thundercat Woman remake, literally the most wanted. I know, that's why I'm hoarding all the orbs that I am. Like, I don't have a lot of orbs, but I have so many resources to get. So many resources I can grind and get orbs from that I'm refusing to do because I'm waiting for that Yoroichi and Kisuke. Like the Ukiora banner. They did. Yes. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't read the line or anything. Yeah. Whoever said that they expected me to get Ichigo from the Maltese, I got it. Rukia from the BBS tickets, I got it. I think that was BBS tickets that I got this from, right? I wasn't even paying attention. I missed the line. I missed the audio cue that it was Rukia. There's only some that I have memorized. Rukia is not one of them. Yes, that is awesome. Let me take a look at the character. Oh, hers is much more symmetrical on the shoulders. Like they look like kind of waves, but she's not like water-based or anything. That's so cool. And I love that she's wearing Sodeno Shirayuki. Well, not exactly Sodeno Shirayuki's robe, but it definitely looks like it. That's awesome. That is awesome. Does she come with the... Oh, she doesn't get the EX ability till later. I think the EX ability for Rukia starts at 20 and then goes to 35. Ichigo starts at 18. That is awesome. Yeah, I can skip the banner if I wanted to. But I haven't gotten Ichigo on this one yet. So we'll see. Plus, I do want to... Like, it's a hype banner and I'm missing some filler stuff. So I do want to do the banner. I'll go to step 6 to this one as well. Plus, that's why you guys are here. I don't want to get the characters and then not summon the banner. Technically she's water. I guess ice. Ice is water. Speaking of water, I've been watching... I go in and out of phases for watching anime. I like watching short. My favorite thing to do is to sit down and watch a short anime, like 12 to 24 episodes a season. I like it when they get more seasons, but I don't, you know. And it's an isekai. I'm a big fan of isekai, and I've been watching the Water Magician or whatever. That's only like 3 episodes in, but it's really, I'm really liking it. That's like the kind of world that I would want to be in, you know? It's a world where you can be an adventurer, there's magic, and you can go out, kill some monsters, make a living that way. That would be sweet. But yeah, I go through phases of, oh, I'm gonna sit down and watch some stuff. And I did that like 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, look at all these that fit exactly what I want to watch, but all of them are 3 episodes in. Like, because they just started. I guess the season just started. I don't keep track of that. But it's gonna be great in a couple of months when all those are done and I can just sit down and binge. That is awesome. Rukia and Ichigo already gotten. I am really happy with what's happened so far. I'm really happy with that. Like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be well off for round 2, I think. I do have him on this account, I want to say. Me, yeah. Talking about Rukia, I assume. Told you to Rukia on Ticket to Ichigo early banner, never said it was going to be the same account. That's true, or that particular order. Base is 20. Yeah, base is 20, and then it goes up from there, and Ichigo's is 18. I'm done with the summons, but yay. Nice. I mean, it's very good, very, very good to be done with the banner day 1 of the banner. Nice. It's very good to be done with the banner day 1 of the banner, because otherwise you're stuck in the situation that I was last time, where or in the last banner, where I had to wait and get Yoroichi several days after that banner released. That sucked. That was a lot of Horbs. I really like this Byakuya. He was such a good character. He is still a really, really good character. He suffers, of course, from the fact that that Frenzy at 1 is no longer the great, you know, as great as it once was. It's still really good. You can still get a lot of stuff done, but stuff like Guild Quest and, you know, things like that, forget it. It's unfortunate. But he was like a character with a 160 max strong attack 2, which is awesome. But he had a built-in paralysis. Like, all of his attacks inflict paralysis, which is like the ultimate combo. They don't do characters with 160 mags anymore, but can you imagine if they did? That's the third 100 BBS tickets and nothing. I am surprised. Can you imagine if they did? With characters now with the Berserker that they have and the Frenzy amounts that they have, if they did a 160 mag character now, whoo, forget it. Rukia, it's a Rukia kind of day here. Kaiju number 8, I haven't seen that yet, but I want to. It's on my list. It's on my list, but I'm feeling more. I don't know. I have to be in a mood, if that makes sense. Most of my moods for when it comes to just sitting down and watching an anime, especially with like school and stuff, it's just sit down and watch something lighthearted and not high stakes. And I don't know anything about that anime, but it does seem like, oh, it's not high stakes, but like it's more action than slice of life, which I don't mind. But like I said, I have to be in like a mood. And with school stressing me out most of the time, I don't feel like I want to sit down and watch something that'll be like, oh no, don't die, character. You know? Pachi? I did 25 steps on Kenny. Well, 25 steps, Kenny 5 out of 5, Shinji 5 out of 5, Soifon 5 out of 5. Did she get Flurry? I'm pretty sure she did. Ichigo 2 out of 5, Rukia 1 out of 5, Chad 5 out of 5. Nice! That all around, honestly, really, really good. 25 steps too. I don't know that I've ever done 25 steps on any of these. Reminds me of Jobless Reincarnation, but instead of two bros going on adventures, yeah, it sucks because I watched the first season of Jobless Reincarnation and I loved the show except for the character. Like the world was cool, the powers were cool, his powers were cool. He just sucked. I didn't like him. And like that, I haven't seen the second season because of him. I just can't. I can't watch that show. I just don't like the character. A show that I really like is Tsukimichi. I think it's what it's called, Moonlit Fantasy. That one's really, really good. The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic is also really, really cool. Like that a lot. Oh, there's quite a few. What's one? There's one that I watched recently that was really cool. I don't remember the name though. Oji Renji? Oji Manga Renji? 21st Multi. Oof, 21st and Yoroichi. Ouch. Ouch. Was that her individual or the... No, it would have had to be the other one because I don't think the individuals went to 21. Nice. This is a really good Nemu. I like her a lot. Her design is excellent. The Machine Society is probably my favorite design from all the different societies they do. And there's a lot of really, really good ones, but steampunk is so cool. Sadly, when it comes to Guild Quest, you either have to have one of the best to release characters. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but yeah. I miss the old Guild Quest. Any luck? Yes, I got Ichigo on my JP on step 4. And Rukia on this account from BBS tickets. I haven't even summoned on this account for the banner yet. I'm not there yet. I'm still doing BBS tickets. Holly Bell. Just use dust from the light. Yeah, I miss the old Senkai one too. They need to do something else to replace that. That's similar to that. Rudy being a weirdo is hard sometimes. It sucks when a character in a show ruins the not ruins the show, but like when you have that character in a world where everybody else is fine except for that one character. Like that was my one complaint from Steins Gate as well. I love Steins Gate. Steins Gate was so good. And like the big guy, his friend was just, he was like that. And he was a cool character. I liked the character, except when he got to be a creep. And I was like, okay, come on. Come on, guy. What are you doing? That Riruka is new. That's a surprise. She is very old. I've heard of Moon. Is it? Yes! Yes, it might be my favorite isekai. And I've seen most of them at this point. Yes, Moonlit Fantasy is very good. Very good. I've seen it twice now, and I want to watch it again. Like I said, it is my favorite isekai. I wish there were more seasons of it. And they are coming out with more, it just has to be patient. It is really good, though. Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. I never played... that's not true. I played them in, like, a friend's PS1. But I never had a PS1 myself. Future Society is also really cool. I hope they do more of it. The Orient Society was also really cool. Nice, she's new. but the Machine Society, I don't know, I like steampunk. I like steampunky things. I think it's cool. I like steampunky things, and I don't have a lot of it in, like, my life. Like, I don't watch steampunky stuff. But when steampunky stuff invades the things I like it, if that makes sense. I'm not actively seeking it out, but I like when it invades my life. Since I know you saved Resurrection for later, resurrecting that Beach Unahana is worth it since she becomes... She's resurrectable already? That's news to me. I didn't know that. Maybe I did and I already have... I don't know. That is good to know, though. That is good to know. I'm missing coins is what I need, and mine droplets. Though that's gonna be a problem not too much longer, because I got the bonus thing you can get that gives you 500 a day. So I just have to wait at this point. They say they will bring the old towers back sometime in the future for a limited time. That's good. That's good, and also it makes sense because they still have the coin exchange for the old towers. That's still there. But which one? I don't have him! I do not have him on this account. I have him on Global twice, I think. On JP, I mean. Twice. I do not have him on this. I thought it was going to be White Ichigo. Not White Ichigo. Full Hollow Ichigo. Nice. These tickets are excellent. They need to remake her. They need to remake most of the Zanpakutos. She's definitely one of them. 2 new characters off of that. Very nice. No, they're not. They're not one and done when it comes to the seasonal societies. They can come back at any time. Like for example, we got a Cacao Society like 3 or 4 years after the last Cacao Society. A couple years ago, like we got one and it was a surprise to everyone because it was like several years after it had ended. The Parasol stuff took a break for a while and then it came back. We took a year break between the a year or 2 break between the Spirit Society stuff as well. So yeah, it's not a guarantee that they're gone, you know. They sometimes remake them as well. It's rare, it's very rare, but they remade Halloween Toshiro, they remade some of the Valentine's Day characters, they remade most of the Cacao Society characters. She keeps her strong tech recharge and pop +4. Nice. I didn't know she was resurrected. She seems like a newer character to me. But that is good. Still waiting for Pernitas to get a... He's another character that needs to be resurrected. To get a character and the new Nemu 1000-Year Blood War. We're definitely gonna get another Nemu because I can't imagine the last Mayuri we got will be the last manga Mayuri we got. I keep saying manga when I mean to say 1000-Year Blood War. Know that's because I've been calling them nice OG Stark manga characters for the longest time now because that's what they were originally. Yeah, it totally not a self-insert from the author, right? Like, and that's not even what bothers me. It just feels like you don't need to do this. You already have like the world building you've done and the characters you made and everything is cool. Do that. Don't be a creep. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that. But I like the world. It's just everything else. I guess I should say I like the world and everything else except for that. Once the old towers come back, they will probably give you old medals. That's good. The old medals are better. You can spend them on tickets. Kind of sad we didn't get a the shiny Nemu. I mean, never say never. I don't think we're gonna get her, unfortunately. Just because I feel like they would be together in the banner. I think we will get another Nemu, but I think it's going to be another like straight up combat. Look at me, I'm OP Nemu, which is totally fine. I just wish we got both of them. What if the end of the month banner is just 2 Nemus, the shiny Nemu and the combat Nemu, and then Kid Nemu? Because why not? You know what I miss? The metal exchange characters. I miss those. I miss those, and there were good reasons to actually do PvP. And I know they were sucky, but they were still fun. I wouldn't mind them getting resurrected and just give them Frenzy. Give them all Frenzy. You don't have to make them great. You don't have to give them other stuff. One Frenzy is enough. Just one. Don't worry about Berserker, don't worry about it. Just the one Frenzy. You don't even have to boost the stats. Just give them one Frenzy. Maybe they will get Brain Nemu. Brain Nemu. Just a brain in a jar, Nemu. The moment they release her was Shiny Mayuri, unless they remake Mayuri. Yeah, but I don't think they'll remake that Shiny Mayuri. That's not to say we won't get the Nemu. There's still a chance, but you're right. Yeah, the time to make her would have been then. I really want Beyond Kisuke to be resurrected. Honestly, the longer we wait, the better for those. Any character you really like that hasn't been resurrected, the longer it takes, the better. Because the more chances that they'll give resurrected characters better abilities. Like if Can't Fear Your Own World Nell got resurrected now rather than when she did, she would have Flurry. But because she got resurrected like when she did, she doesn't. Because some of the resurrected characters now are really, like, honestly, they resurrected, in my opinion, the Ichigo and Rukia, the adult Ichigo and adult Rukia. It felt way too quickly. But Ichigo got a really, like, Ichigo getting an extra frenzy is wild to me. He's good. Like, he's good now with that extra frenzy. I also, you know how they limit the characters, like the special, the link slot abilities, the extra abilities you can give them, they limit some of them so you can't go past a certain amount for certain things. They should totally add Frenzy as a bonus ability and Flurry, but make the max, like the character can't go past 2 if they're not already naturally past 2. You know what I mean? That way they can make older characters who just have Frenzy at 1 be able to have Frenzy at 2, and no character that has Frenzy at 2 can get another one. They just have to wait to be resurrected. Because I don't think any character that has had Frenzy at 2 has been resurrected yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's been the case. Where's Anniversary Aizen resurrected? I think he's the first one to have Frenzy at 2 that would get resurrected, right? Waiting on Red Hit. Nice. Speaking of anniversary characters. So I don't have Speed Hollow Ichigo. Oh, the new one? The one that I didn't know existed until earlier today. Or rather, I completely forgot existed until earlier today. If metal units was a thing, Fullbring Ichigo would be one of them. It does feel that way, doesn't it? Either that or Senkaimon characters. But Senkaimon characters were a little different. Because Senkaimon characters kind of took the place of Metal Exchange characters, in a way. Except they were good. It started with Senkaizen, the one everyone called Senkaizen, who didn't have Frenzy. But what he did have was Berserker at 60, which at the time was really high. A strong attack damage link, and a full stamina damage link. And that made him an excellent link and the equivalent of having Frenzy at the time. Baragon Raisin Brand? Waiting for Hikone to be fair because he is like a Shuei. And Justice for Aura. I didn't mind Aura. I know why people didn't like her. I understand why people didn't like her. But I disagreed. Because she was slow, and I think that's the main reason people just like... her strong attack one wasn't the best, and she was slow. But she served a very, very good purpose. She was an excellent boss killer. At the time. Again, now, times change, everything, you know, everything's different. but I didn't mind her at all.
アランカル・ウンデシーモシャオロン・クーファンだ
When we hit like Link level 25, we can give our characters. Ooh, that is a very good idea. Hit Link level 25, and there's an entire different pool of abilities we can give them. That would be really cool. Because I do find it strange that they don't have any Link, any ability that can increase the damage to non-status ailmented enemies. Especially since they have damage to lacerated enemies, damage to weak. Like, they have all the ailments except for no ailment. My voice is starting to hurt. I've been talking for longer than I'm used to. I'm not used to doing this much talking lately. It's weird because when I start streaming again, like when I get into my patches of streaming, the first stream, maybe the first 2 streams, my voice gets tired really quickly, but then it's perfectly fine. And then I stop, and then because I don't talk to anyone ever, my voice starts hurting after talking for a while. But Chad Sankaimon version is so good. He's, I think, the only one I haven't tried. I couldn't tell you, I mean, he's obviously melee, right? But I couldn't tell you anything about him. Or Tatsuki, for that matter. Aside from their link. And even then, I'm not sure I could tell you Chad's. I can tell you Tatsuki's, I don't think I could tell you Chad's, I don't remember. I still have all of them at level 1, I think. Or 120. I used to only be able to clear some stages when Senkai... Yes. Yeah. Or you would have a character who all 3 of their links were Senkaimon Aizen. I was right there with you. I remember those days. Maybe finally giving guard break as a teachable skill. Yeah, guard break would be good. Sharpshooter, even better. If you're doing a 25, you gotta go sharpshooter or marauder, right? Sharpshooter, marauder, frenzy, flurry. Poise isn't one of them, right? I don't think poise would be selectable or selected. But maybe poise break PvP. That would be good. That would be good if they did poise break. That's something that would break PvP. Like, people are always like, oh yeah, you know, there's characters in PvP keep breaking each other because they go, oh, she's new, nice, because they keep getting more and more powerful stuff. And what's the next thing to break PvP? Like, Brave Battle Invincibility was the first thing, and then we've been breaking PvP ever since. The thing that would break PvP would be poise break PvP. Because Poise Break right now is available, but only outside of PvP. If you put that on a character, put that on a PvP character. No, put that on a PvE character, but have it affect PvP, and you can balance PvP again, and make it so you can use strong attacking characters. Because think about it. Let's think about that old Byakuya, not the old Byakuya, the 5th anniversary Byakuya, right? 5th anniversary Byakuya. If they resurrected him, and give him the resurrected version he has now, because he has been resurrected. But give him, as a resurrected ability, Poise Break, PvP, and people would be using him. They'd be using 2 other PvP characters, but they'd be using that one to just use a strong tech 2 to stagger. 5 seconds of stagger would go so far. My account's been in use since the 4th or 5th anniversary. Nice. Mine has been since before the 2nd. It's been, let's see, the game came out, I think, in like January of 2015. I started playing February of 2015, and this account was made in March of 2015. I had another account before this, and then I restarted. And then I made the JP account like a month or two later. Because I realized when I was making content, I was like, oh, this game is a month ahead because the banners and the events were a month ahead in Japan. Except for seasonal banners. Seasonal banners came out at the same time, and then the banner that came out after was the one that was 2 months before on Japan. And so I realized this, and I was like, oh snap. I want to get the other account so I can be on top of the news, and so I can summon stuff that other people don't have. And I already knew the game, so I was like, I know where everything is. And I have another device. I'll just get the account in Japanese, and I will just play the game that way. And then that worked out really well. And then a little bit after the first anniversary, they synced everything up. And then, but by then, both of my accounts were really, really good. I think the JP was better than the global one at that point. And so I just kept 2. The good old Mind Segunda Tapo Kiora and 3 eyes in squad. Yeah. That's still not gonna stop persistence. No, but it would get them to persistence faster. It would get them there faster. Which would then make you would eventually get there on your guys, but like, because you'd only need 1 staggerer, right? You'd only need 1 staggerer and 2 actual PvP characters. And then the other 2 PvP characters could take care of the persistence. If you want to break PvP, just release another PvP character, status element, and then you release PvP. Yeah, that's true. They can always add another ability. But I don't know, I missed it when it was not just attacking characters, like high attack characters. Because we went back and forth for a while. First it was Grimjow, who was high attack, but like no flurry or anything. That wasn't a thing at the time. It was only 5 stars. Where am I at here? Then it was Ukiura. Then it was Ichigo, I want to say. No, then it was Stark. Then it was Ichigo. Yeah, it went back and forth. And a lot of them were PvP characters. Let's do Renji. Hold on, unless there's another seasonal. Do we want to do Renji? Or do we want to do another seasonal? And by another seasonal, it would be... No, but I got Halibel, I think, on a few summons. Let's just do Renji. I thought JP was like 6 months ahead of... No. It was a month. It was a month unless there were like seasonal stuff. Then it was like 2 months because you'd have to wait. But no, it wasn't that much. I hope I didn't make a mistake getting that Renji. Frenzy. I mean, I'm so tempted to do that Ichigo. I do have him as a 6-star, I want to say. He's a PvP. I'm tempted to do that Ichigo, but one, he's in the banner, I think, right? He's in the current banner. Let me do the others first. It's easier when there's not, when it's an obvious choice and there's only one missing. That quote was it in French? I didn't notice. 3 out of 5 Ichigo's busted. I mean, think about it. Any additional stuff you give him to boost his special is multiplied by 3. Speed Chad with max defense. Ha. I don't think I ever took. I had him too. I don't think I ever took advantage of that, Chad. Do you think 5th anniversary characters are going to be resurrected by the end of the year? I have news for you, friend. 5th and oh, nice. That cone is new. That cone is definitely new. 5th anniversary characters are already resurrected. Byakuya and Ichigo have already been resurrected.
人たちを振り終える前に私は K を切って捨てる
Oh, it was the 6th month for Dokkan? Killing future. Oh, for, I was like, what's the future side up? Yes! I do not have him! I was hoping to get him from the banner. Because he's a filler in there. I do not have this guy. I have Kenny. I don't have him. I still don't have him as a 5-star, so if I get him on there, it's an extra 50 orbs. But, nice. That's White Zangetsu again? It's pulling every... I mean, I told you, that's why you always do tickets first. That's the 3rd time I've seen him today. That is really good. 4 out of the 10 are new. That's really good. I think that Aizen I do have a 5-star of, so I'm not missing too much there. Grammy I definitely don't. This guy I definitely do, because you've seen him multiple times, and then Kon I don't, so... That's good. Skip. I was like, I know who. Whenever it's an Espada with a number, you always just know who it is because they stopped doing the numbers after the first set of Espadas, which is a shame. It's such a good idea. Like that's the number 7, but it's the remake because it's not a number 7. It's such a good idea, and I wish they didn't stop. They could do that with the captains as well. They could do the captains with kanji, and the Espada with numbers. Aizen will probably be around the end of the year. Oh, for the anniversary, Aizen? Speaking of Aizen, he is not a dupe. I do remember getting him. I mean, he is a dupe. I remember getting him. Okay, so that's choose a 6. We'll so skip that. Zangetsu, Ichigo, Tatsuki, Anniversary Tower. I think let's just pick. Chad, Anniversary Tower. Again, it's pick. New Year's Tower's pick. Photo print 2. Okay. Okay. We're close here, guys. We're close to that. I'm gonna hold out on this again. I might do this on my own time, because I have to take stock of what I have as a 5-star. Because I know I pulled Ikaku on the other one, but I think I pulled him on this one as a 5-star as well. And I have to see what other, because I know Ikaku's available in one of them, and he's available on this one. I don't want to get him on this one if I can get him on the other one, because Momo and Shinji are not available on those. If there's anything that I'm just missing the one, like this one, I'll just get. Because I'm missing Noitora on this. You're calling it Step 3 Ichigo? Dude, I've got them both at this point. They may be in separate accounts, but at this point, if I don't get them, it would be a bummer, but I wouldn't be too broken up about it. You hope to give Aizen one more frenzy? They just need to give him Bruiser. Honestly, giving him Berserker. Berserker would be better than the frenzy, I think. Because it would apply multiple times. Depending on how high it was, of course. Okay, Battle Ready 6-star. I might hold out on this again. I have to take stock to see what I have. And there's Ikaku again. I already have white, don't have to do that. I can't believe I got him, that's so good. Yeah, I'll hold out on this one. I have to take stock for some of these. Maybe write things down. I've been writing stuff down lately, you guys. Game changer. Total game changer. Look at this. Notes! Notes! You can remember stuff a lot better if you have it written down. Did you guys know that? Game changer. Let's see here. I think that's it on the tickets. Which means it's now time for the summons, and then we wait. We wait and grind till the end of the month. Here we go. Do you already have Shinji? I might. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I have as 5 stars that I just don't remember. That's 50 orbs right there, because I did get him from as a 6 star. That's 50 orbs. I'm fine with it. It would have been better to get a newer character, a different character from the 6 star pull. That way I can benefit from the orbs. But honestly, it would have driven me nuts if I have him as a 6 star, but not as a 5 star. So this is fine. Plus now he's 2 out of 5. That's good. Also, 5 star on the first step is always good. You can also write stuff on PC. Yeah, but like when I'm doing other stuff, I don't want to tab over or open the notes. I've been playing Skyrim. Like an ultra modded Skyrim. And that's the notes that I've been using for that. The preacher of notes. I don't ever write things down, but then I was like, you know what? I was having to keep track of a certain items that I've collected, and I was like, I gotta write this down. It's been so good. 2 5 stars in a row and it's not guaranteed? Nice. Like I said, I did have Kenny on this one, but getting any of these multiple times is really good. I could just skip. It will automatically show me, right? Okay. So that's the 9th anniversary characters. That's how you do that. Back-to-back 9th, right? I am missing some of the fillers. Like, Grammy wasn't the only one. Let me take a look real quick. Let me take a look. I know Grammy wasn't the only one. Also, I got a new mouse yesterday. I'm so excited. This thing works. It works, and I'm so happy about that because the other one, ugh, it was so bad, you guys. It was so bad. I was accidentally opening tabs, closing windows. It was awful. I'm missing the mask. I'm missing. That might be it. Oh no. I was missing Grammy up till now. To a liar, game. Yeah, game. How could you? Make it up for me. Honestly, getting any 5 star. Yes! That is a banner sweep, you guys. That is both on this account. Both on this account. And it sucks too, because it's the first time I want to get more. I want to keep going to try to get him more, to like more out of 5. Which means it's working. The strategy of doing the EX thing to get you to want to do more, it's working. But I'm still going to resist because they're premium characters. I'm going to keep going to step 6 because it's step 6. But Sungetsu, that's a really good name for this. Did you come up with that? Or did you see it somewhere? That's really good. Yeah, it's gonna be a bummer when a 1000-Year Blood War character has it, and you're like, dang it, I want to max them out because now I want them. Whew, now for the guaranteed. Honestly, excellent on this account. I think the JP account got more 5 stars, but I think this one got more newer ones, and it got both the characters. That's 2. That's 2. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Rukia? Oh. And like I said, premium characters. This is the last step for this one, you guys. And then we just grind till round 2. Fake out? No, but that's fine. Honestly, it went really, really well. A 5 star on step 1, 2, 4, 5? That's really good and better than my luck usually is. Plus, 2 new characters. The 2 new characters. And I do have still the other tickets, but I'm gonna hold out on doing these. I'll just do these myself. One, because these Senkaimon ones are boring. And the ones that are pick a 6 star, I have to actually go in and see what 5 stars I have that haven't been maxed out. Because there are quite a few of them. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Characters. Where is the acquired? There we go. Look at that, you guys. This is today's haul for this account. I'm not gonna connect the JP account again. We got 2 new Ichigos, a Kenny, a Grammy, 5-star. Noitora was new. Zomari was new. This guy whose name I don't know is new. 6-star Grammy. Kon, Aizen, Renji. This guy whose name I don't remember. Soifon, Shuei, Zomari, 5-star. I guess both. That would make sense if I didn't have him 5-star. So Zomari, this guy in 5-star version. Yami, who has not been maxed out, but I don't think it was new. In fact, a lot of these I think I already had them, but they weren't maxed out, so I already had them. Aroniero hasn't been maxed out. That's crazy. That's fine though. That's extra orbs. White, which was a huge get for me. I think I've been after this guy on this account for a while. Orihime, who I think was new only in 5-star version. I'm pretty sure I have her as a 6-star. Damn, we got a lot of 5-stars. Look at this. It's still good. This is all still from today. From this account from today. Because there's another account. Let me scroll back down to where I was. That Rukia from BBS tickets, which is just awesome. Where did we start? I think this is where we started with Zangetsu. Zangetsu was the first one. I want to say this was from yesterday's times 10. No, this was from this. Yeah, this was from this morning when I did the times 10 from the free pool before 9 a.m. But yeah, we got from Zangetsu all the way up here. I have a lot of maintenance to do. Double all this, by the way, because this 2 accounts. That's a lot of work to do that I need to get started on. Let me just do this. Oh, we passed it. But not by much. Where are you? There you are. There we go. But there you have it. Guys, my voice is tired. Very tired. I have to end the stream because I need to 1, work on this. It's a lot of work to do. 2, see what I need to do if anything's due today, because I don't know if anything's due. I don't think anything's due today. But I need to double check for homework. And I would like to go outside to go walking because I've been cooped up on here all day. And I'm also hungry. So a lot of things to do. Good night, Stellar. Thank you for joining. Good night, everybody. Kind of said the Phantom print ticket shows the new Rukia and Ichigo, but doesn't have them. If they have 1000-year Blood War anniversary characters, I could use. It does suck, but at the same time, it's a very good ticket because historically they let you pick from 10 and then you only get 1 from the 10. This one they straight up say, hey, pick 1, you get it, which is really cool. I wish they would do that before in the past when I was really trying to get some other characters. Even though he's a Spanish speaker, we know his exacto, not exact, but you are forgiven. Yeah. Yeah, cut him some slack. Spain and Mexico are a bit far from Japan. But yeah, that's it for this, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys got similar luck. This has been a great pull for both accounts. But yeah, I will go ahead and sort this out. I'll try to get that top 10 done sometime this week. But yeah, that's all I got. I am exhausted. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck on your summons. And take care. Sorry, Be. You showed up a little late. Stream's ending. Alright.